Welcome back to One Comic Book a Day, where we're talking about a comic where Superman dies, which is usually a pretty good Superman story. Though, not here. Or, it's not terrible, but it's not the best Superman story. And usually comics about Superman dying are the gold standard of Superman stories. Today we're talking about Superman number 21, part 4. Superman Dies, or The Ghost of Superman. I like that title more. It's been published under two different titles before. So like I said, this is a comic about Superman dying, but it's really just a gimmick. It's a false death because Superman has this overly complicated plan to make a criminal confess. Remember, Superman's a character who grabs guys and threatens them, holds them in front of trains, or threatens to drop them up from the sky until they confess to whatever he wants them to confess to. God, I can't wait for him to stop that. But if he's going to do that, and as I say it all the time, why doesn't he just do that at the beginning? Instead, he goes through this overtly complicated plan that's super convoluted, but kind of a blast. Not kind of a blast, but like, it's extra. Superman is super extra in this story. He goes to a lot of work for this. And then, like I said, Death of Superman comics are like the gold standard. Even Death of Superman's pretty good. We're about to have the 30th anniversary. But All-Star Superman and The Last Days of Superman are probably two of the best Superman stories ever. It's fascinating that stories that look at Superman's mortality, a character who is immortal in a lot of ways, from both being published till the end of time to just his power set showing him unaging usually, that stories about his mortality are the better stories overall. I should probably do a video on that. I can't quite put my finger on why that is, but maybe it's just because it does really hurt when he dies. He is a much beloved character. He is one of the biggest characters in pop culture, and you really feel it when he dies. And the fact that he's trying to do good before he dies until his last breath, God, it breaks you. But enough about, actually emotionally engaging Superman stories. We're in the golden age. So here, Superman's actually just faking his death. He went after a low-level criminal named Blinky, like one of the ghosts from Pac-Man. Blinky's not very impressive. He looks like a dude who would die from Superman's hard stare, or maybe a stiff breeze. But while Superman's chasing him, he gets hit by lightning, which he then disappears from. Everyone believes he's dead, especially Blinky, who's been bragging about it. Even though the Lightning Master was, 10 issues ago in Action Comics? A guy who could actually create lightning bolts and shoot them at Superman, and they hit him and did pretty much nothing? Remember, Superman survived an electrical blast that could have killed 500 men. One lightning bolt's not going to do it. But he's going to go along with this. Lois even thinks he's dead. She's crying while writing an article on the typewriter about Superman. Wow, Superman created a lot of emotional damage doing this. Anyway, his big plan is to sort of come back and haunt, wearing some sort of chemical that makes him look kind of ethereal, gives him like an ethereal glow, like a ghost. So he basically scares the crap out of Blinky until Blinky confesses that he didn't commit, but witnessed a different mobster committing a murder, which he gets him to do in a completely dark room, which turns out to be a stage, and the room is actually full of people. I don't know how he got these people to agree to be in here. Maybe there was actual play that was about to happen. But a lot of Superman's plan had to rely on an entire crowd of people not talking while Superman just manhandles a dude in front of them, which works out in movies and stories a lot. No one's quite tried it in real life. I doubt it would, though Superman, as we know, has a really high charisma and stealth. Doesn't make sense why he has a really high stealth. He has ethereal glow right now and wears a bright red and blue costume, but he has a really high stealth. And once he's confessed, everyone's just happy about Superman being alive, and not the part where he made everyone think he was dead and go through like emotional trauma over it. Lois is just more happy to have him alive and possibly flirt with him again. Also, Clark was gone during this time, so God, he keeps risking that secret identity. But yeah, it's a gimmick comic. It's a fake out of Superman's death. It doesn't even go into like the details of like what he meant to, like, say, Lois or even Metropolis. Though I do love that Hitler is exceedingly unhappy that Superman is back. Yeah, we get a reaction from Hitler. I think it's Hitler. Might be not Hitler, though. How many not Hitlers can there be in this universe? Okay, that is it from Superman number 21, The Ghosts of Superman. I'm going to stay with that title. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notifications when a new video goes up. I do this Monday through Friday, but Fridays is Bat Friday, where I cover a Batman story in either Detective Comics or Batman. And until next time, let us ponder the question, whatever did happen to the Man of Tomorrow? And like literally what happened to him in this story? He faked his death. That's what happened to him. Okay, have a great day.